The last 8 months for Joe Burrow have been remarkable. Now, I don't know if his team is any better positioned to win a championship, but over the last 8 months, if Joe Burrow wanted it, he got it. This is like my daughter. My daughter has been bugging my wife and I to give her a yes day. And we've agreed she's got to read like 400 minutes over the course of the next month or so. And if she does this, because we're trying to get her to read more, we'll do a yes day where we say yes to everything. There will be guardrails, but we'll say yes to everything. What she wants to eat, where she wants to go, who she wants to have over. We say yes to everything. Joe Burrow just got a yes offseason. The last 8 months for Joe Burrow have been a continuous yes day. I want T. Higgins. Yes. I want Mike Gesicki. Yes. I want Jamar Chase to be signed long-term. Yes. Hey, sign Trey Hendrickson. That guy should get paid. Okay. Yes. Maybe not the yes that Trey would have liked or even maybe that Joe would have liked, but yes. The last 8 months for Joe Burrow have been unlike any player that has ever played for the Cincinnati Bengals. This is not a criticism of Joe Burrow. Much of what Joe Burrow wanted, we wanted. Much of what Joe Burrow wanted, we talked about them needing before Joe Burrow started talking about those things. But they have given Joe Burrow the keys to the franchise in ways that Andy Dalton never got, Carson Palmer never got, or any quarterback or player before him. Boomer, Ken Anderson, none of them. So when you're the guy who gets everything they want, now the arrow is pointed more directly at you more than ever before. You and I both know there are people out there, many of them well-known national football analysts, who when you bring up Joe Burrow, will dock him a few points because his team didn't make the postseason last year, or not have him quite in that upper tier of QBs because, well, he hasn't won an MVP and they haven't made the playoffs the last 2 years. Now, I think much of that commentary is BS. I do not know how you could have watched the Bengals last season and held their shortcomings against Joe Burrow. But if that narrative tires you, if you have fatigue from it, if it makes you mad, if it makes you angry, imagine what it's going to sound like when the guy who got everything he wanted is still on the outside looking in with what and who he wanted. We will see.